My Sona is kinda boring. If you haven't been able to tell, my Sona, or technically OC, has legit no theme and nothing that really makes her special, aside from the fact that it kinda looks like me. So I'm gonna change that by, if you haven't read the title yet, changing her entirely and drawing a bonus OC that will be somewhat related to her plot once I find out whatever that story is. Anyways, before I can draw her, I'm gonna do something that I didn't do before. Brainstorming. What on earth could possibly make me stand out in any possible way? I know. Bug. Or more specifically, a butterfly. I have no idea how this idea even came to me. I just sort of imagined Lenny, my Sona, with two ponytails, and I was like, hey, that looks like a butterfly. And I just went with that. So anyways, while thinking about butterflies, I took some of like the features that they tend to have for my Sona without making her too anthropomorphic. Unlike what I did with my bonus OC, which is like she takes way more into her like bug design. So while thinking about it, I decided I wanted her to be like very even, which is why I later copied one side of the line art to make it even and like doubled it on both sides. But then I was thinking more and I was like, hey, what if she tried to make herself slightly different from all the other butterflies as a sort of rebellion thing? So I added a braid in one side of her hair. Now, for the clothing, I, for some reason, didn't want to change much from the original Sona, so I kept the top relatively similar, but added this skirt over pants combo, and made the pants butterfly themed. I know some people have, like, mixed feelings about skirts over jeans, and for me, that's probably the same thing, except for it looks literally amazing, like the best thing ever, when it's done right. Because sometimes when I see a picture of it, it looks like really, really ugly. But then other times, like I said, it's literally amazing. So, like, I guess it just depends which style. Which I know that's like the same thing with all pieces, aside from capris. I hate capris. But, like, for this combo, it's especially true. Anyways, as I was drawing, I wanted to add more doodles so that I could, like, decide how I wanted to make her personality. Because this is still an OC of her own. It's just that I use her as my Sona. It's like complicated. But anyways, while drawing her, I decided I wanted to make her very full of herself and believe that everyone finds her the most beautiful thing in the world. Since so many people, when they think of bugs, like they normally think of the gross ugly ones, but then when they see like a butterfly, they'll like them because they're pretty and stuff. So it makes sense that she would like let that get to her head just a teeny bit. So anyways, I kept her colors relatively the same as my original C, except for the orange I added to her hair as a pattern. I also went back in to change I also went back in to add one alternative clothing option so it's easier to animate, and that should be done. By the way, I haven't come up with a real story for either of these two characters, aside from a bit of their personality. So if you have any ideas, comment below. OC number 2! For this girly pop, I'm going to call her Betty. And can you guess what book she's inspired off of? A bee, of course. And the moment I knew what little guy I wanted her to be, I also knew exactly how I wanted to dress her. In a style called Gyadu. Because look at the bees and tell me it doesn't match the Gyadu fashion. And anyways, Gyadu is also like a Japanese fashion style. Like I'll show pictures. It's whatever. But yeah, it literally looks amazing and it matches her exactly. It's just me. So anyways, I decided to give her very spiky hair and a high ponytail, which I saw in a lot of my references. And I also decided to give her like a very fuzzy outfit because she's a bee, obviously. But more specifically, I wanted her to be a bumblebee, which is why I also wanted her to be. I also made her a bit chubbier, cause like look at the little guys, they're so cute and they're so chubby. So I wanted her to like represent that by her like body fat. Anyways, I decided to draw her with a pretty simple color palette and just change the patterns a bit on her outfit between the polka dots and the stripes. And I also really needed an excuse to draw those striped raccoon tail hair. Like, they're like seen, I think. But they're like really cute, and I thought it would match her. So anyways, I'm done with her. How's she look? I know I spent a month procrastinating making another video, but I still have to make all the PNGs with the new design. So it might take me a minute to post another long form video. But anyways, if you want to see more videos, you should like, subscribe, and comment what you want to see next. Love you. Bye!